If you are a team leader who is interested in having a high-performing team, one of the things that you might not know is that your team is going to show up and operate from their personality preferences and just do that every single day and shape their job into the personality preferences that they have, unless you are able to direct them otherwise. It's very rare that people are fully agile in all of the patterns of performance. And so it's important to know which way your team is going to tilt and which way each individual is going to tilt so that you can direct how you want them to be showing up and behaving at any given time. In this case, you can take a look at this team. They err on the side of what we call the connection tilt, which is about influencing, talking, including, persuading, and networking, and looping in the customer trends and the things that are happening out there in the world. So they're great at relationship building and partnering and collaborating. But when it's time to execute, people need to be able to shift to the red over here in the bottom right corner, which is called the structured tilt pattern, which is put your heads down. We know what we've got to deliver. So we need to get organized, plan, and execute, do so as quickly as we can. The impact pattern here in orange is about just making important decisions like taking an idea, getting it into action quickly, shipping fast, failing fast, testing things with customers, shipping new products quickly so that we can see if there's good acceptance of the new product, etc. And that requires kind of constrained behaviors toward having less people included, team that's highly accountable for driving the strategy and getting things to market quickly. The clarity tilt here on the bottom left is about analyzing, researching, creating SOPs, investigating the metrics that are needed to find out if we're tracking on our performance, etc. So really the kind of the academic data and how does that affect people. So this is an important trait to direct your team into when we need to make an important decision and we need to consider a lot of options. And we need to mitigate risk as well. So these different patterns are important for all teams. We all have to be able to do them all. And an agile leader is capable of shifting the team with one word. Let's go to clarity and do our research and find out what we need to do and organize an SOP around that, a standard operating procedure around that, and document it. Or we need to move to the impact tilt and go ship some things and test them and see how they're doing. So all of these are important, and this dashboard can help you have a common language and a quick turning of the helm, essentially, and teaching everybody on your team what it means to be tilting into each of those four patterns is crucial. You can see the little direction that you have here in this upgraded version of the team dashboard where you can see where each individual sits and what their tendencies will be. For example, Meredith tends to focus on execution and will be focused on the planning and specification and what is it that we need to do, and let's do it quickly. Whereas you're going to have other people up here, for example, who focus on what's the best idea and what inspires me and getting enthusiasm and engagement around like what's the plan, what's the vision, what's the true north. And then you're going to have others that are, hey, we need to make sure that we're going in the right direction. And others who are ready to go fail fast and let's just make it happen. So you need to know what each of your team members' tendencies are so that you can manage those and realize that, hey, when we're in execution mode, this person might distract us from focusing on priorities and narrowing down to what we actually need to execute and might continue to put forward new ideas all the time. So you need to be able to manage that so that the entire team is aligned about what needs to happen when. And these outcomes are essential. So this system helps you get the right behaviors moving in the right direction at the right time. We call this intentional tilting as opposed to just coming to work being your type. And so this is about situational agility and the ability to manage your team in very important ways.